homework.
I'm glad everyone turned their backs on me. I'm glad, because it taught me even more so not to depend on other people.
If you didn't seem like you was doing something for her, then you were like the enemy. And I don't give a fuck.
I don't have any regrets, and I don't really care how people feel.
She's a woman scorned, you know. Fuck you. She wants to be respected, but she's quick to, like, you know, disrespect you.
The girl that I knew on the couch, I think she was a nice girl. I think she had nice qualities. I think that she could have been a good person. I think that she was just mad. And whatever that funk was, she couldn't let it go. And she was willing to extend that shit out to everybody that crossed her path.
And so she did. Corinne secured a fat book deal and dove headfirst into recounting her scandalous life story, dropping the dime on some of the biggest names in the industry, and she included all of the graphic details. Confessions of a Video Vixen was an instant hit.
HarperCollins came to me in January of '05. They came to me, asked me to write it. That's January. I turned it in March. It was published by June of '05. There was no time to think. Within 6 months, I had acquired a deal, written a book, edited the entire book several times, had it on the shelves, and now I'm on tour. I didn't know about the bestsellers list and how you got on, and spending over 20 weeks on there. I didn't think that far, that I would change the course of history as it stands. But history makers don't think that far, they just do. People that think about it never accomplish it. It's people that do that accomplish, therefore changing history.
I thought it was enlightening. On the other hand, I thought it just put out there what everybody kind of knew already, which is this is going on, girls are doing this. But at the same time, there was a level of detail there that definitely made it interesting and kind of above the rest.
I think she certainly went all out in telling those stories, and maybe she pissed some people off. I don't know about that.
Yeah, she jacked up a lot of people's relationships, put a lot of people's business out in the street, breaks down everything about you, what you did, how you did it, what's up with you, if you got a small penis, big penis, all this.
That's not anything I would ever have done. People have asked me so many times who had the biggest dick, who was the best lover, but I don't ever answer those questions. So that's appalling to me that she would have revealed that.
Right, and because there's a difference in culture and upbringing. Pamela DeBarge is a white girl, you know, and that's rock and roll. And that's different. Rock and roll, I mean, we're talking, that was written in 1987, so she's talking about the last 15 years of her life.
They're products of their times. And number one, back then there wasn't that degree of celebrity culture and celebrity obsession and celebrity journalism that there is today. And the publishing industry demands that. She could never have gotten that deal if she wasn't gonna name names.
She got an opportunity to come up with a deal because of course people want to know. When you use big names like Shaquille O'Neal and all these names, G-Rap and all these people, then now people want to know about it. Oh, word, for real, did they? That's the only thing that got her over, you know?
Well, that shows a lack of morals, values, and integrity, even though we already saw that she has a lack of morals, values, and integrity because she keeps a cock in her mouth every 2 seconds. But I can't even really knock her for that because, you know, I like being up in some pussy every 2 seconds, but I'm not out there throwing the girls I'm sleeping with under the bus.
She took the opportunity, capitalized on it, made millions on it. And, you know, she doing her thing.
And this is what it's all about, the almighty dollar. Not thinking about nobody's feelings, nobody home, you know what I mean? It's all about the mighty dollar.
Her book is extortion to me, but legal extortion, you know? She did stuff that she wanted to do and then told on herself and told on the people. Any neighborhood across the country, that's a snitch.
You downing yourself is enough. You don't have to down another individual and wreck his home. Okay, tell people you sucking and you this and you that and feel proud of it. Beautiful. We give you, you know what I mean, a clap to that.
If you gonna be a hoe, be a good hoe. Be the kind of hoe that keeps her mouth closed. You know, if I got a situation over here with a wifey or a girlfriend, don't try to blow up my spot. You know what I mean? Just stay in your little side hoe lane, collect the benefits of being the side hoe, and keep it moving.
Niggas was hot, man. Niggas was pissed. Niggas is still mad at that bitch, man. It was just a foul way to go about getting your money, man. It's just, you know what I mean? I guess she got it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? She shitted on niggas and exposed a lot of motherfuckers in the game.
Some niggas, I think she probably messed their rep up a little bit, depending on how they carry themselves about it, you know, when whatever news come out.
I don't care what people say. That could affect somebody, because now you got half of the world believing like, wow, he did this to her, he beat her ass while she was pregnant. Now, if he really treated her like that and did all that stuff to her, then I'd be like, I wouldn't want to be with G. You understand what I'm saying? But I already knew what type of person he was. And I knew dealing with her one-on-one and the stuff she told me when everything was cool and how her story changed behind closed doors. But she found the right chick to fuck with. Because you know what I'm saying? I could play these games. She sitting there calling me. I'm like, all right. All the audio that she sent me or call, I kept everything.
Ma Barker got a chance to expose the truth during an infamous call-in confrontation with Corinne as she made a guest appearance on the Miss Jones in the Morning radio show on Hot 97. Corinne was put on the defense and given a taste of her own medicine as radio listeners got to hear all the secretly recorded phone conversations between her and Ma.
When we got up to Hot 97, she tried to say he's a deadbeat dad, he didn't do nothing and all that, so I sent them the audio of all the recordings, you know what I'm saying, that she was sending me, leaving on my voicemail. She nearly passed out. She couldn't even control herself because all the lie, and she didn't know what else I had. So now she couldn't really do her interview the way she wanted to because she like, damn, I done told homegirl so much shit that like I had to do it. I asked her on Hot 97, I said, where the fuck is your daughter? Where's your daughter at? She kept saying, I got a son. I got a son. I said, yeah, but what happened to your daughter? I got a son. So Miss Jones asked her, she like, Corinne, okay, we know you have a son, but where's your daughter? I got a son. It was bananas, you know what I'm saying? So I sent them audio of her thanking me for the Ava Rex jacket, the money I sent her, everything, thanking G. So this G is this monster that whooped your ass, you hate his guts, he did you this, he did you dirty. But yet you on the audio, oh, tell G I thank you, tell G to call me when he get a chance. It was none of that hatred, you know what I'm saying? So she was phony. All that was for is to sell a book. And she took that and ran with it. She put the lies in. A lot of people in the street believes her story, and that's what's crazy to me.
Whether people were buying into her stories or not, Confessions was an undeniable cultural phenomenon. Despite the fact that she had tossed so many celebrities under the proverbial bus, Corinne was still able to foster new sexual relationships with celebrities such as Lil Wayne, Mike Tyson, Antonio Tarver, and comedian Bill Maher. She also established a close yet bizarre platonic friendship with a man who would go on to be the first chapter in her second book, the mysterious and enigmatic would-be R&B singer Norwood Young.
Love is the eighth wonder, wonder of the world. Love is the eighth wonder, wonder of the world. Rivers deep, mountains high, valleys low and oceans wide. You cannot feel but you can see. But now there's love, pure and kind, so powerful, baffles the mind. You cannot see but sure can feel. Love is the eighth wonder.
I met Corinne Steffens at a movie premiere. I found her to be very intriguing. I heard the name, I heard that, you know, she had some involvement with Bill Maher. I heard she had a book, and I heard the talk, but I didn't experience it for myself. And by the same token, I don't throw stones, so whatever your stilo is, that's your thing. I found the book to be interesting, not because of the many people that she slept with or whatever. I found it to be interesting because in all that, I found a redeeming quality. She had been through what she had been through, and the presumption on my part that was made was that she grew from it, she changed from it, she was gonna better her life. So I fell for the okie doke without even sleeping with her. I wasn't even, you know, caught up, I wasn't whooped, anything. I literally started to have feelings for someone who was growing, someone who was changing. I didn't know at the time that that was all facade and phony. I started to back away when I found inconsistency.